Hey YouTube, Christo here, back with my part 2 of my top 10 discontinued gems. So this will be number 5 through number 1, number 1 being my favorite. If you haven't watched the first video yet, what I'm doing is I'm taking 10 bottles from my collection. I personally collect rare, hard to find and discontinued bottles, and I took out the 10 that in my opinion are the best, not just in terms of scent but also in terms of, you know, how easy they are to find, how hard they are to find, and you know, how much they go for online, you know, what kind of swapping power you can get with them, that kind of thing. So do make sure to check out my first part. There are some pretty good ones in there, but here I got the big boys. So let's get right into it. Number 5. This one, I've got a real special place in my heart for this one. Got a lot of nostalgia attached to this, but it is discontinued and it is a gem without a doubt. This is Escada Magnetism for men. I'm not really big on the Escada line for men. Most of their stuff is just too sweet and kind of too young for me, but this one, it is sweet, but this is just like nothing else. It smells like an ultra strong, like rum and coke or something. I don't know, it's the only way I can describe it. The note breakdown, there's a lot of minerals in it, if I remember correctly. It's just like, oh man, it's so good. It is very sweet and it's very, very strong, but it's sweet and it's spicy and it's kind of woody. It's really, really special. And this one I'm putting in 5th place solely because it is still very easy to find, which is quite good for people out there who are looking for this or are thinking about getting it. You can get this for really, really good prices. You can get this for like $50 and under for a full 100ml bottle. It is discontinued. All the Escada for men are discontinued, but in my opinion this is the only one that's genuinely worth keeping in your wardrobe. I used to have a backup bottle of this, but it was stolen by a lady boy. Unfortunately, I will get another one when I can find one, but I do have this one. This is my second, technically 3rd bottle of this I've owned, and I really, really can't imagine what I'm going to do if I can't find this and I run out, because it is really, really special in my eyes. If you're 30 and under and you like clubbing, this is perfect for the club. If you want something sweet for the winter, for a date, there's nothing better. This is perfect at what it does. Genuinely, genuinely such a shame that this is discontinued. So go out and get it now before it goes up to like $100 plus. Number 4, this is another really great one. This is actually unisex. This is as well, this is the most expensive. Out of the top 10 that I have for my discontinued gems, this was the most expensive. I just had to have it. I didn't want to pay as much as I did, but it's Jean-Paul Gaultier, Gaultier Squared. This is another really strong, really sweet scent. Very different from Magnetism though, but they are both very strong and very sweet. I did a review for this. It's 3 notes, vanilla, amber, and musk, and it's really nice, very gourmand. It projects like crazy. I've never really genuinely smelled anything quite like it either. It's very unique, it's very original. The price is starting to go up. I have a feeling in a couple years this will go for crazy prices, unless Jean-Paul Gaultier re-releases it, but I can't imagine they will, especially with Cocorico coming out soon. This one gets 4th place because, you know, you still can find it and the prices are you know, you can pick up an 80 mil EDP like this for, you know, 80 bucks or less. But this one is really, really damn good. I don't know why they're putting so much attention on making Jean-Paul Gaultier Le Male flankers and not on Gaultier squared. I don't know. I would put a little more attention on it. This actually does have a flanker, and it's even more obscure and more difficult to find than this. Unfortunately, I've never been able to find it for sale, but I definitely would blind buy it without hesitation. Alright, the big three. This is another one that has a lot of nostalgia attached with it to me. And it is an amazing scent as well. It's just, in my opinion, one of the few designer scents that I would call like a masterpiece. This is Gucci Envy for Men. I've had this on and off since I was about 22, and the first time I bought this, when I was 22, I bought it in Indonesia. I took it back to Canada, and it was just in time for winter. And this is back before I really understood about season and occasion. It was just, I had one bottle and I sprayed it on when I wanted to smell good. And man, I loved it. I got so many compliments off this, like, you know, around Christmas time in December. Finished the bottle, never really thought about it again, and then when I started collecting, I really wanted to get this in my collection, but it was too expensive. Finally, I found a really good price. I got a 100 ml bottle for about 50 bucks. It is going for a little more online if you're buying this from eBay. If you're looking on Amazon, it is a little more expensive. You can still get these for under 100 bucks, and they are still around. They're not that rare yet, but the quality of this is so outstanding. I have to put this in number 3. Number 2. This is one I had never even heard of until I bought it a little over a year ago. Kind of when I just started collecting. I was still a bit of a novice. I just bought it because I'd never heard of it. I found a good price on it. Memoire Dome by Ricci. I've done a review on this. I adore it. It's got such an interesting mixture of notes, grapefruit, licorice. It's listed as a chypre as well. It's just like nothing else out there. It is fairly simple. I'm going to say it is pretty linear, but what you get out of it is pretty damn good. It's not really dark, but it's not really light. It's not really casual, but it's not really formal. It's definitely, to me, like kind of a romantic evening time scent. I love this, and I know where there's one more bottle for sale for a good price, and after that, if that gets sold before I can grab it, I don't know what I'm going to do, because this is an absolute must for my wardrobe. This is kind of expensive. If you're looking online, it is going to be upward. It's going to be probably $70, maybe up to $100. Pretty expensive, and it is very high quality. In my opinion, I know there's a lot of people who really dislike this, but I love it. So for that, Memoire Dome by Ricci gets 2nd place. Now, you know, just by the process of elimination, a lot of you probably know what number 1 is. Everybody knows it. If you're into collecting, if you're into discontinued rare items like me, this is something everybody needs to have. Gucci Rush for Men. This is really growing on me a lot. When I first tried it, I was just like, yeah, it's alright. But I did my review for it, and before I did my review, I was wearing it a lot, sampling it on my hand, doing tests and stuff, and I'm really starting to enjoy this more and more. It's unique. It's very unique. This is part of the old Tom Ford era Gucci, same era that brought you number 3, Envy, as well as, if it was in my collection, Gucci Pour Homme 1, that would be number 1. No hesitation, no question, that would be number 1. But I don't have it in my collection anymore, unfortunately. This one though, no slouch. I love this, and this is probably one of the holy grails in terms of discontinued designers. Easily a new inbox Gucci Rush will fetch $175 to upwards of $200. I've even seen them going for $250. Does that mean people are buying them for $250? No, it doesn't. I got mine for 45 bucks. I've got two of them actually. I've got them for 45 bucks. So they are out there. You're gonna have to do a lot of looking around, especially if you're in North America and Europe, because if you have a perfume shop, you know how much this goes for. Where I am, it's so funny, people can't get rid of this. Nobody wants it, it's discontinued here, so that means it's not popular, it's not a good seller, so people just can't get rid of this. It's just sitting around on shelves. It's absolutely amazing. So definitely Gucci Rush for Men. That is my #1 discontinued gem. It is well worth the price, I think now. I think it is, you know, maybe a slight step down from niche quality. Alright, anyways, there's my top 10. This video 5 through 1. Please go back, check out my other 10 through 6, and you know, if you're into discontinued and rare stuff like me, I really want to know what ranks in your, you know, top 10, top 5, top 3, whatever, or maybe just your single favorite discontinued gem. Something I love, that's my passion, that's what I love collecting perfume, is discontinued bottles. So please let me know, leave in some comments and tell me what some discontinued gems are in your eyes. So thanks a lot everybody, and thanks for watching.